Hello. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's had a great day and that you're having a great evening. There's a lot of really fun releases right now at BrutusMonroe. We just had a huge summer release that I'm sure many of you have seen. If not, head over to the site because the summer release is amazing. And we also have all of the regular releases with the inspiration box. We have the stencil of the month, the Stamp Club stencil, and then there's all the add-ons and the die of the month. So I think we should just jump in and get going and start playing. What do you guys think? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is this is the Sea Witch stamp. It's a nice 3x4 stamp set. It does have a coordinating die available. I'm going to open mine up all the way up. And she's just adorable. And she is the same type of artwork as last year's Mermaid box. And if you don't know, about this time of year, every year, BrutusMonroe comes out with a fun new Mermaid box. So this is really fun that it matches. So you've got this one, and then, like I said, it has a die that is coordinating that you can purchase. So none of the things I'm showing you right now are in the inspiration box. These are all the add-ons. This is the die of the month. This is called Under the Sea, and it's got this cute set that includes, you've got your octopus, you've got your seahorse, and you've got some coral and some fun different plants. You've got your fish and your tortoise, I guess. Is it? No, sea turtles. That's right. I don't know really the difference, to be honest with you. And then there is this cute little crab. Super cute. We are going to use the plant from this. And then next week I have more plans for this. Also, an add-on die. I don't have the packaging because I did receive the sample. But this is the seashell pocket. And it makes a super cute pocket. I'll show you. I've got one that's all made. So it makes this pocket. And then you've got all of these fun little things that you can add. And it does also have the tag that you can use to slide right in there. Maybe I can slide it in. There we go. Okay, so this is a really fun addition. So definitely all of these things work so wonderfully together. You're going to want it all because there's just too much fun to play with. Too many ideas rolling through my head. I could do this month over and over and over again because there's so many things rolling around. And Darren is also going to post a link that will have all of these products that I show all in one so that you can find them easily, okay? All right, so the next thing is, I don't have it in its package because I was playing with it a little bit ago. In fact, you can see my little, I was just playing around, seeing what you can do. But this is the Whirlpool stencil. And you've also got your Coral Reef stencil. I think both of these are awesome. And I've had a lot of fun playing with them so far. And look forward to playing with them some more. Okay, so I don't have the stamp of the month. It is a cute little fish called, and the set is called Officially Awesome. And it does have a coordinating die. What, Darren?
Nicole said she loves the die set.
Oh, Nicole, isn't it fun? There's so many cute little things you can do with it. I love it. Okay, so let's go on to the inspiration box. This is one of my favorite things each month to look forward to because it is just chock full of fun, creative products to play with. Okay, so we're going to start out. I'm going to go ahead and usually I save the best for last, but I think we're just going to go right for it. Now I put this in my own storage sleeve. Hi, Candy. But it's the inspiration box comes with a 6x8 stamp set. You'll see that some of the stamps are not in here right now, and that is because we're going to use them, and they're all loaded up onto my Misty to get ready to use. And not only do you get the stamps, but you also get the coordinating dies. Now, look, this has 17 pieces to it. And then, let's do that so you can see it better. And then you've got 13 dies. I think that is amazing, and we are going to use these today. Okay, so let's go on to the goodies that come along with it and coordinate with it. first we'll start with the paper. You always get a beautiful piece of glitter stock, and I love this. I wanted to show you. I do this every time just because it's one of my favorite things about it. It doesn't flake. It's just, this is the best glitter stock I have ever used.
Cheryl says hi from Florida.
Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for joining. And then you always get a...
Great dye. She got hers yesterday.
Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, the dies are awesome. I'm excited to play with them. Okay, so you always get a selection of layering cardstock. And we've got 5 pieces here. Great little color scheme going on there. And so that is another thing you can always look forward to in the inspiration box. And if you're not a subscriber, I highly recommend it. I have never been disappointed by a box. I have to be honest. There's always so much fun to use, and I always have plenty to play with. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, I'll show you this next. We're going to use this today. In fact, you can kind of see maybe a little preview right there of which one we're going to use. But you get 12 sheets of paper, and you get 2 of each. So we've got this cute shell pattern. And then this is the one we're using today. It's kind of got these waves, and I think there's some kind of shells in there, kind of abstract-y. And then this pretty wave set. And this red kind of, that could be coral or it could be waves. It's just kind of abstract, just pretty. And then a yellow one that's the same as the kind of teal colored one. And then you get 2 of each of those. Did I get them all? I feel like I'm missing one. I am. I knew I was. Okay. And then you've got the starfish. So super cute. I love this paper pack. I'm excited to play with this. And then
Cheryl said she like the pattern paper.
Who said that?
Cheryl.
Cheryl, I like the pattern paper too. It's a really cute group of paper. Okay, so let's look at these next. These are the card panels, and you get 2 of each pattern of these. And these also, it's worth noting that they are printed with toner, as are the conversation clippings. And why that's so awesome is because it makes it easier to use with heat foiling. So, not like the glimmer kind, but the kind that you use like the mink or a laminator, all of those things will work. Okay. So, we've got this cute fish pattern, and this is great. If you love to color like I love to color, this calls my name for sure. But I think it's really, really cool in black and white too. Then you've got these waves. You've got these sea turtles. You've got just kind of a whole bunch of different things from under the sea on that one. So those are all really fun to use. Last month I did a whole live on just using card panels. Okay, I did I think 4 or 5 cards on that. You also get, these are my favorite, I'm telling you right now, you get the card bases, and these are so convenient. They're pre-scored, they're pre-cut, and they're they're a nice weight. So definitely a bonus there. I love having them. I think we get 5 of those. Let's just double check so I know if I'm right. Yeah, you get 5.
Colored in rainbow, I just need to figure out a card for them.
For the fish?
Yeah.
Oh, Candy, I want to see it. That sounds awesome. Candy said she colored all the fish in rainbow colors, and she just needs to make it into a card. If I understood right? Okay. So then we've got, I didn't go over the conversation clippings. I got a little excited and moved on too fast. So you've got black and you've got white. And you've got a whole page full of different sentiments. I love these. I swear by these. This one has so many cute ones. We're going to look this over in a bit because I'm going to use one of these for our card today. I haven't picked one out yet, so we'll have to see what one. Honestly, probably it'll be the one that fits in the space that I have allotted the best. And then the ribbon. Oh my gosh. If you ever have seen one of my lives, you know I love my ribbon. And this is really fun because you've got some patterns this time. We've got some polka dots, we've got some cute stripes, and I love this color combo. I think they're really cute, and they match the, they coordinate with the sequins. So you've got your yellow, your green, and your blue, and they're all different sizes, which is nice. Love that. And look how many there are. There are a ton. I don't think I would ever use this many in like a 1 month period. There's just so many in there. Even if I made several shakers, there's a ton in here. Okay, so now this is really fun. I haven't tried this yet. You can see it's sealed up. I haven't even tried it yet. This is called Mermaid Mist, and it's Tropical Waters is the name of the color. And I think we should try it out. What do you guys think? It's got a really pretty pearly kind of a finish to it. And I am going to have to try it out because it's just too pretty to have sitting there. Okay, so.
He said yes, he wants to see the color. It looks shimmery.
Look how pretty that is. Can you see all that? And the further away you spray, the more of a fine mist that you get. And the fun thing is this works really nice with water. I haven't tried this one though. With all the pearl, it doesn't move quite as much as the Chroma Mist does, but you still can get some out of it, if you can see that. And usually it works better if you spray the paper first and then spritz. So keep that in mind as well. So yes, this very beautiful color you got to see. I hope you got to see it well enough before I changed out our mat. So let's go ahead and let's just get cracking on our card. So first thing I'm just going to show you, I already die cut a couple of plants. I just did the same one twice, and that was using this die from our die set, our Under the Sea dies. Now where did I put those? Those are right here. So I'm just going to put that right back in so I don't lose them. And I just wanted to show you that this seashell pocket also has plants. So you could do a whole card just with plants. You could do a whole, ooh, never mind. I might have to do something with that. But I do want to do something with the seashell pocket probably on my next live next week. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I've already got these on my Misty. Am I missing anybody's talking? Because I'm talking a lot.
No, if you did, I'll let you know.
Okay, just making sure. All right, I'll move those for a minute. I've got them all loaded up. We're going to use this cute little girl here, and we're going to use the sand dollar, and we're going to use this plant right here. So let's see if I can keep that where I want it. Yeah, it looks like that will do. Get this all inked up. And chances are I'm going to have to do this a couple of times because I like a nice solid image. All right. This will probably do. Yep. We are good on that. And I'm just going to heat set this a little bit just so that it's ready for us to color. I'm just going to show you a trick. You may already know this, but I'm just going to show you. I want to have kind of a rounded shape at the bottom. So I have one I cut already. I don't know if I measured it. I don't think I really measured it out. So we'll just kind of put it on here, kind of see what we think. I just want it to be even on both sides. So I think about right there is good. So I'm just going to put a little bit of repositionable tape on there. And I'll just show you how I'm going to put it on my plate to die cut it, because we don't want it to go all the way through here because it will leave lines, right? We just want to round the bottom of our panel. So let me just move the box out of the way for a minute. when I place it on my plate, I'm just going to place it so that it ends right there. And I don't need it to go any further. I don't know if that's exactly straight, but you know what? I think it's close enough. Close enough that I can live with it. Now, we have a panel that's rounded at the bottom, which is what I wanted. But I think I kind of like this other one better, so I'm going to take that one. It looks like I needed to come up just a little bit higher. If you don't come up all the way, you can just trim that even too. I may just do that really quick. May as well. So I'm just going to trim off that tiny little corner. Okay. Now I've got a backup if I need it. Never a bad idea when you're on a live to have a backup, right? Because if it's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong on your live. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my little plants and move them over here so they'll be where I need them when I need them. And then I'll show you, well, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Let me do this part first. So let's take our panel. Looks like I have the tape sometimes leaves a little bit of residue, but it just wipes off. Okay. You guys are really quiet tonight. I guess I should ask everybody, first of all, how was everybody's 4th? I know not everybody is from here in the States, but if you are from the States, then you probably celebrated the 4th over the weekend. Okay, so now I'm also going to take some distress inks. And I want to go fairly light on the inside. Let me see what's in my... I always kind of like to wipe it off a little bit ahead of time. Get whatever I have in there out. Okay, so I want to start light. I've got 3 colors that I'm going to use. I'm going to use Speckled Egg, Evergreen Bough, and Uncharted Mariner. And this is actually a newer color. Came out a week or so ago, maybe 2. So I'm going to start around the edges and work my way in. And I don't want to go all the way to the middle. I kind of want to make an illusion of water. You know what I'm saying? Just using my circular motion. That's why my table is shaking. To just give us a good start on this. And oops, don't want any really harsh lines. And I may go over the middle a little bit, but not as heavily as the sides. All right, so you can see that already kind of looks watery, but we want to add a little bit more. So we're going to work with our Evergreen Bough now. I'm just going along the corner because I don't want a ton. Definitely wanting those blues and greens that you see in the sea colors. And I'm planning to use just a little bit of water on this anyway at the end, so it's okay if it needs a little bit more blending at the end. Okay, and then this is the Uncharted. This will help us get back to the blue that our cardstock is going to be, just to kind of tie it in together a little better. All right, so we've got our blended panel. I'm just going to kind of compare it, see how it's going to look on our paper. So I've got this trimmed. This, I should tell you, it was originally 3 3/4 by 5, which is the same size that I cut this to. And then I've cut a mat at 4 by 5 1/4. So that's how much you're going to see of our paper. So you don't even need to cut the paper that large. I just did. So now I think I'm just going to use a little tiny spritz of water. Well, that was actually more water than I meant to. But I like the way that Distress ink reacts to water. I like when it gives you those water spots. And that has some time to dry, so I'm just going to stick something on it. I'll just put it underneath the Misty for now, and we'll just set those aside, because now let's just do kind of a quick color. I'm going to be using tri-blend markers, which are available on the BrutusMonroe site. I haven't colored this yet, so it's as big a mystery to me as what colors I'm using as it is to you right now. I just kind of grabbed them all. We'll use Tan Blend for our mermaid's skin. And if you're not familiar with tri-blend markers, these are an alcohol marker, and they come with 3 shades all in one pen. And if you haven't done alcohol coloring before, alcohol ink coloring, you lay down the lightest color first typically, and then you color with the darker one and kind of work your way in. That's like the super cliff note explanation. If you want to know more about coloring it, there are tons of great videos on YouTube. There's a lot of resources out there. Also, I'm trying to be careful around the edges, because the ink does bleed, so if you're not careful. But I do think Raven ink is a really good ink to use if you are wanting to color, and I am using Perfect Blend paper, which is a dream for anything that you want to blend, whether that's alcohol markers or colored pencils. It is a really great paper for that. And you will find that in the link. So moving right along, we're just going to add our next color, which is going to be a little bit darker. I think let's try the middle color first. Typically I would use the darker one, but I'm not sure how dark it is. So we're going to do the medium color. So now I'm going to go back with the lighter color again so that I can blend that out. So with alcohol inks, you're really just moving the ink around, pushing the pigment. And I think I'll do just a little bit of that darker one. We'll do some up here, and maybe a little bit under where her neck is. But I am a little sparing with it because we don't need too much. And then I'll use that middle color, kind of go over that a little bit, blend it out with that. And then we'll use the lighter color again. Okay, I think we got her pretty good. Actually, let's do just one more of the medium under her lip a little bit and on her nose. And I'm just going to leave that how it is. Okay, so we've got her skin tone on there. Okay, so I'm using the lighter color again. And these are the newer tri-blend markers, the ones with the gray, what's the word? Enclosure, I don't know what you call them. But, casing, yes, thank you, Darren. So they do have a different tip. They have a brush tip. Okay.
Donna said the skin looks awesome.
Oh, thank you, Donna. Okay, so now let's figure out what we want to do for our sand dollar. I think we'll use, this is gold blend, and I think I'm just going to use that lightest color. All right, and so now I'm going to take the gold and I'm going to, I think we'll color the rocks with it. but this time we'll use the darker tones as well. So we used gold yellow. We may use that again, but I'm planning to use gold brown right now. But let's kind of see how they work together. Now these are two different, this is the newer version and the older version, so I'm curious to see if it's just the same color. They're similar, but there are some differences. Just getting rid of any harsh lines. I think we'll call that good. All right, so now let's move on to the tail. Let's do, excuse me. I am a fan of coral with teal. Or we could, yeah, I think we'll do coral. So we'll do the lightest color first. I think we just about have this tail. Let's see what I got here. All right, so maybe we'll actually blend a little bit of the purple into the tail. Okay, I think that works. So now,
glad to be here.
oh, thanks. All right, I think we need coral earrings. And let's cut her out and see. We probably need to do those too. Let's just do those really quick. So I've just got some blue turquoise blend here. We're not going to do anything amazing there. So we need this girl right here. And we'll line her up. So I'm kind of watching the bottom half of her and tilting it towards the tail. I think we've got her pretty well lined up, hopefully. Looks like it. So now let's do the plant. I actually can do a little bit of the plant with this. We'll add another piece for good measure. You can see how nicely these dies line up. And then our sand dollar. Our sand dollar is going to go just like that. We just need a piece of tape. So give me 2 seconds to just throw that through my die cutter really quick. So just like that, we've got our mermaid, and I love that the die cuts that piece out. So we're going to need that. We're going to need this piece. We'll get that out first. I'll have those kind of over there probably. We're going to have her maybe kind of on an angle. We're going to need our sand dollar. I was going to do 2 sand dollars. I forgot that. And I think I want one in front and one in back of our sand dollar. I really like to mix just regular die cuts and stamped die cuts together. I think it just adds kind of a fun bit of interest to do that. And then we've got our sand dollar. She looks like she's reaching in to get it. And now we'll need to assemble that, and then we'll get it on our card. we'll need a conversation clipping too. So let's dump that now. And let's get this all going. Okay, so now we'll add our little, let's pick out our sentiment.
Can't wait to color up that witch.
Isn't that sea witch cute? I agree. I'm looking forward to it too. I'm actually, that's on my project table to use very shortly. Okay, make a splash, just keep swimming, live your dream, waving hello. Let's see, swimming. I like swimming by to say hi. What do you think? Let's trim that one out. Let's see if we can, oh yeah, we can put it there or we can put it here. There's room. We got room. We can make this happen. Let's put everything on now. So I'm going to use some Barely Art glue. That is my favorite glue. And I'm just going to put a little bit at the base. And I like having this here because I can kind of wipe a little bit of it off.
This is great, Shannon. Love it.
Oh, thank you, Candy. Okay, so now we'll add, I have no fingernails. There we go. We'll add our stamped plant. Just want to make sure I kind of moved things around and now I'm kind of have to figure it out. I don't want them too much in a row. I think that will work. And then we'll put her on top. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so let's put this one on a foam square for a little more dimension. And then we'll just have to glue the other one to the top of this one. See if I can get I can never get the backers off. And it's definitely worse when I'm live. We need one more up at the top. Okay, so we're gonna put one up here so that it lays flat on our card.
Jonathan, Kenny's live last night was great. You should catch it on replay.
Definitely. Very cute cards. Very clever use of the lace borders. Okay, so now we need to put this little guy also on a foam. Okay, so let's see. Let's kind of follow the curve of our, maybe kind of like that. All right, so now we just have to decide, you know, my debate is where to put the sentiment, but I like it right here and I'll show you why in just a second. And we'll just add some glue to this. almost have it. There we go. So now we'll add this to our card base, and then we'll put a little bit of, I have some enamel dots that we'll add, and then we will have this guy. All right. So we'll put it on there. And you put the summer release, the beach bum box, and the underwater friends. All of them are so great. You can just keep going. You've got so many things that work so well together. I love that. Okay, so we've got the basics of our card, but let's add a couple of little dots and we will have it all set. So I think I'm going to go with, I'm trying to decide if I want the darker ones or the medium ones or the lighter ones. Let's try, I think those are too dark. And I'm not sure that these might be too green. Yep, we're going to go with the lightest ones. These kind of mirror the bubbles. And maybe one more. All right. So there we have it. We've got our little underwater friend card using our dies, our under the sea dies and our underwater friends stamps and dies. We've got our conversation clippings, which I just noticed my saying is completely crooked. You like what?
Looking forward to playing with the seaweed stencil. I think you're talking about the coral.
Oh, the coral reef stencil? I know, this is really fun. There are a lot of fun things you can do with that. And one of the things that's so fun about BrutusMonroe is there's so many fun mediums you can try with it. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. I had so much fun. You guys were a little quiet, I have to say. Don't be shy. Feel free to just chat me up when you're on here. And I hope that you found something that maybe inspired you to create something on your own. There are definitely many, many fun things to play with this month. And next week, I'm going to show you some things you can do with the seashell pocket dies. And I will see you then. Thanks so much, you guys. Bye.